In this session, we'll be focusing on a critical vulnerability identified as CVE-2025-31161 within CrushFTP. This slide gives us an overview of this security flaw, which is an authentication bypass vulnerability. Notably, it has been assigned a severity rating of 9.8 on the CVSS scale, indicating its critical nature. Understanding and addressing such high-severity vulnerabilities is essential for maintaining secure systems. Let's discuss the specifics of the CrushFTP vulnerability categorized as CVE 2025-31161. This particular vulnerability arises from a race condition in the AWS Forward HMAC authorization mechanism. Essentially, this race condition allows for exploitation through unauthenticated HTTP requests. Understanding this vulnerability is key for mitigating risk, as it opens up the system to potential unauthorized access. By exploiting this race condition, attackers could bypass authentication measures, making this vulnerability particularly concerning for systems relying on CrushFTP. The next steps would involve identifying the affected product versions to further grasp the scope and necessary actions for patching. Let's take a closer look at which versions of CrushFTP are affected by the identified vulnerability. The affected versions span from CrushFTP 10.0.0 through 10.8.3, as well as versions 11.0 to 11.3.0. If you're operating any of these versions, it is critical to consider upgrading. Fortunately, the necessary fixes have been implemented in versions 10.8.4 and above, and 11.3.1 and above. Ensuring your software is up to date with these versions will protect you against this specific vulnerability. In this slide, we are examining hallmark exploitation techniques associated with CrushFTP vulnerabilities. The exploitation approach involves using mangled AWS 4 HMAC headers, which effectively bypass authentication mechanisms. This bypass allows attackers to execute administrative actions without proper authorization. Additionally, attackers can impersonate roles by using known usernames, further compromising the security of the systems involved. These tactics highlight significant vulnerabilities that could have a severe impact if not addressed. In this slide, we explore real-world exploitation scenarios. These observed exploits often involve leveraging exposed servers to gain unauthorized access. Attackers frequently establish persistent backdoors, enabling long-term access and control over the compromised systems. This threat is widespread, affecting organizations across a diverse range of industries, highlighting the pervasive nature of these security breaches. Recognizing these patterns is vital for understanding and mitigating risks in today's digital landscape. In this section on security recommendations, we will address the immediate actions required to protect your systems from the exploitation risks we've just discussed. The first step is to update your software to versions 10.8.4 or 11.3.1 or newer. These updates contain important security patches that address known vulnerabilities. Additionally, to mitigate immediate risks, it is advisable to use a DMZ proxy. This can help isolate internal servers from potential threats and minimize exposure to unauthorized access attempts. Following these immediate actions will bolster your defenses against current exploitation tactics. On this slide, we will discuss the importance of monitoring logs as part of your detection and indicators strategy. To identify potential security threats, you should regularly review your CrushFTP.log for the presence of AWS 4 HMAC headers. These headers can be indicative of unauthorized or malicious activity. Additionally, it is important to check for any unauthorized user session creations. By carefully monitoring these logs, you can promptly detect any suspicious activity and take swift action to protect your systems. As we wrap up this section, let's focus on the essentials for securing your environment. Regular patch management is vital for keeping your systems up to date and protected against vulnerabilities. It's equally important to harden any exposed endpoints to reduce the risk of unauthorized access. Implementing comprehensive logging and alert systems will ensure that you can quickly identify and respond to any potential threats. These best practices form the backbone of a robust security strategy, helping to maintain the integrity and safety of your systems. Let's explore some additional materials and resources that can provide deeper insights into securing systems effectively. The National Vulnerability Database, NVD offers detailed CVE information that can help you stay up to date with vulnerabilities. For those using CrushFTP, checking for updates regularly will ensure you're protected against the latest vulnerabilities and exploits. The Outpost 24 blog is a great resource for keeping informed about cybersecurity trends and defensive strategies. Plus, for those interested in post-exploitation insights, the Huntress blog offers intriguing findings and analyses. Engaging with these resources will support continuous learning and bolster your cybersecurity practices.